I swallowed past the emotions pushing their way up my throat. I hoped that it would finally provide them with some answers. They're like family to me. He glanced down at the open file spread out before him. It says here that you were the original social worker assigned to the case? I nodded, then quickly remembered I was being recorded. Yes. What was that like? How could I describe what the last 2 years had been like? It was the most complicated case of my career and had ended with the worst possible outcome. I doubted myself at so many different points, wondering if I'd made the right decisions for everyone involved. What if I'd been wrong? What if I was partially responsible for all this? I took a deep breath, trying to clear my thoughts. You couldn't have asked for a better home for Janie. I've been in children's services for over 20 years, and there are plenty of bad foster homes. A lot of foster parents just do it for the money, so they run their families like businesses. But the Bowers were one of the good ones. All they wanted to do was help. My eyes welled with tears, and I couldn't hold them back, even though I tried. I wiped them away quickly, embarrassed to look so soft in front of him. I'm sorry. This is all just happening so fast. I understand, he said, but I knew he didn't. In all my years, I'd never seen a cop cry. He waited a few beats before continuing. Would it be easier for you if we started at the beginning? It didn't matter where we started. Nothing about this was going to be easy.
1. Hannah Bauer. I wouldn't let that fly. I'd ignore him until he apologized, Aubrey said in the righteous, uncompromising way all unmarried people do, without even looking up from her phone. I forgot she was there half the time because her eyes were glued to her phone from the moment we all walked into the hospital break room, her fingers gliding across the screen with manic speed. Stephanie and I rolled our eyes at the same time. Stephanie had just spent the last 10 minutes unloading her pent-up frustrations with her husband, things ranging from leaving his dirty socks all over the house and forgetting to take out the trash, to not cleaning up his wiry black hairs in the sink after he shaved. She'd called him out on it, which had led to the age-old argument of her being a nag and him not carrying his weight in household responsibilities that anyone who'd been married for over a decade knew well. Their argument had ended in a major blowout. He's so manipulative when he's angry. He leads me on these wild trails, trying to put all this stuff back on me, and before you know it, I'm the one apologizing. I fall for it every time. It drives me crazy, Stephanie continued, shoveling bites of reheated pasta in her mouth while she talked. See, that's what I was saying last night. We need a girls' weekend. It's been way too long, I said. Last time, we'd checked ourselves into the Four Seasons for the weekend and done nothing but drink wine next to the pool and bliss out in the spa. I loved their papaya facial peels and was long overdue for one. Totally. Just say when, Stephanie said. One of our other coworkers, Carl, stuck his head in the door. We need you guys. We jumped into action. And within seconds, we'd picked up our mess and were squirting antibacterial foam on our hands as we walked out the door. The nurses' station buzzed with activity and anticipation, everyone on heightened alert. Stephanie shifted into nurse manager mode and made a beeline for Dr. Hall. The two of them ran the emergency department like a well-oiled machine. I leaned into Carl. What happened? He shrugged. Not sure. Only know that it's a lost kid or something, and she's in really bad shape. Ambulance is bringing her in with a police escort. My stomach churned. Treating sick kids was one thing. Treating hurt ones was another. And police presence always signaled serious injury. It was the part of my job that had never gotten easier. I glanced at the board, seeing how many of my assigned rooms were open.